Hi, I'm Charles Heinzelman with Network and Action Central Texas. I'm here today with Matt Kirschling, branch manager for Gold Star Mortgage, and a good friend of mine as well. Welcome, Matt. Nice to have you here.
Yeah, thanks, Charles.
Good. And most people know, or they've had a mortgage already. They understand that. They know the role of a loan officer. What separates you from all the other mortgage companies and loan officers out there?
Yeah, so mortgages aren't the most exciting thing, and I'm aware of that, but you don't need a mortgage if you can't get under contract as far as a purchase. We handle refinance business, but mainly what we focus on is purchasing. And obviously in the Austin market, anyone that is aware of what's going on, when you find something and you love it, 2 or 3 other people, maybe even more, are going to feel the same way. So what we really focus on is we're one of the few lenders that are doing full-blown underwrites for clients, putting them in a position to where when their real estate agent is writing a contract, they're able to write that there's no loan contingency, which is basically just a fancy way of saying that they have the same contingencies as a cash buyer. It increases their chances of getting their offer accepted. There's nothing more heartbreaking than looking at a bunch of homes, finding one, and finding out that it's not going to go to you, it's going to go to someone else. So that's really the pain point that we try to focus on.
Yeah, because I'm sure most clients there, they've already envisioned themselves in that home, and then to have that pulled away from them, it's got to be devastating. And you mentioned a little bit about Austin, the market there. It's an extremely hot market. I've never seen anything like this in my 30 plus years of home ownership. Can you touch a little bit about the Austin market right now?
Yeah,
looks like.
Absolutely. I mean, inventory is the big issue. In other words, there are too many people and not enough homes. And so in addition to that, we have a lot of people that are coming from out of state. And because of that, that's when you're getting into these multiple offer situations. And so it is imperative, the people who are losing out on the offers that kind of hurt me the most are, you've got your well-to-do, great credit scores, great down payments. And in their minds, they think if I want a home, all I have to do is buy it. And unfortunately, that's simply not the case. If you're not doing everything from step one all the way till the end, if you skip one step, there's a strong possibility that someone else that may not even have as good of a credit score or may not even have as much cash as you, that home's going to go to them because they're taking the proper blueprint and putting it to good use and getting under contract because of it.
And I imagine that's extremely important in this marketplace, because I've heard the stories out there, and I'm sure people have experienced. There's a home that goes on market, and the next day they've got 20, 30, I've heard as many as 70 different offers on that home.
It's crazy.
How do you help your real estate agents navigate those waters so they can put their clients into those homes?
So that's part of what, the process is, or the blueprint is that in addition to getting that client fully underwritten and doing all that I mentioned on the financing thing, we want to get very involved with their real estate agent, because when that real estate agent makes an offer, we want to follow up and validate the strength of the approval, really get involved with the agent in terms of the negotiating process and everything like that. I mean, you as a homeowner in Austin, if you don't have your lender and your real estate agent working in tandem, right there, that's a problem. Yeah. So that's kind of the next thing that we do, is that we really do want to get involved with the local real estate agents in the area and making sure that when they find clients, even if they're not approved with Gold Star, if they're approved with another lender, that they're at the very least doing what I'm talking about right now with that lender. And if that lender is unwilling to get involved and stress the strength of the approval and really focus on, getting in tandem and making sure that they're doing everything they can to help get that client under contract, we encourage them to call us, make sure that, we can get that strategy put together. Because again, you can have 100 buyers as a real estate agent, but if you can't get any of them under contract, you are making no money. As it goes for a buyer, you can have a pre-approval for the best loan in the world, but if you can't get under contract and get that seller to accept your offer, you don't need a loan. So it really is the strategy of focusing on getting that house and that contract accepted, and that's what we do.
It sounds like it, and I know, from knowing you're very good at working not only with the real estate agent, but also with their client to put them in the home that they really want.
Yeah, it's a team thing, and we all have to be on the same page. And unfortunately, you kind of see things when it's title, real estate agent, lender. I mean, there's a lot of moving parts, and unfortunately, traditionally those have been separate entities. But if you're not really focusing on having that team, that core group, and that synergy, it's going to be more difficult to get under contract. And again, I mean, there's a lot of emotion involved when you're buying a home, and I just hate seeing people find things that they want and they can afford and not being able to get because somebody else has a better just game plan.
Yeah, good. Well, excellent. Well, thanks for joining us here today.
Thanks for having me.
Again, Matt Kirschling with Gold Star Mortgage. And if you're looking at home ownership here, especially in the Austin area, you have to reach out to him. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks, man.